All right, so we have another side-side angle situation here. So we need to be cautious and to explore the possibility that there's two triangles here. Okay, so as we're going to set this thing up, always draw that diagram out first so you can confirm the side-side angle, because you don't want to waste your time if it's not necessary to explore that possibility. Okay, so I'm going to set up law of sines to go ahead and do this, just like we did in number 2. And so I'm going to go ahead and cross multiply. So 19 times sine angle B equals to 25 times sine of 28 degrees. Okay, you're going to divide both sides by 19 to start to isolate B. And since we're solving for angle B, I'm going to do inverse sine of that expression on the right there. So 25 sine 28 degrees over 19. Okay. Be careful once again when you do this in the calculator. So I'll do 25 sine 28, hit enter, divide that by 19, hit enter. Then I'll do second sine, second answer. Avoids the rounding, so I ended up with B being 38.15 degrees. Now, because there's a side-side angle situation, I need to check the other possible value for angle B, which is 180 minus that 38.15. Okay, and that comes out to be 141.85. And now, the way we check to see if that is a possibility to actually work here is to add it to the only thing that is the angle that has to be set here, and that's the given that the 28 degrees. So remember, if that new angle and the 28 degrees, if I add them together to each other and it comes out to be less than 180 degrees, that means that there are two triangles here. So here, this is less than 180 degrees, okay, which means that there are two triangles possible. Okay, so once you've established that, now it's just a matter of solving those two triangles. One where we have case number 1 where the first value of that angle is going to be the case, and case 2 where the second one. So for this one right here, we see that angle B is going to be 38.15 degrees. Okay. The other one is going to be the 141.85. So B is 141.85 degrees. Okay. Don't try to do these all at once, like simultaneously. Go ahead and do them separately. So if I do the 38.15 and I add 28 to it, subtract that from 180, I get the remaining angle, which was C. Angle C is going to be 113.85 degrees. Okay, so I found 2 of the 3 missing pieces. Now I just need to go ahead and solve for side C. So I'm going to use the sine 28 degrees over 19 equals to sine of angle C, which is 113.85 degrees, over side C. Now it just becomes a problem like in last night's homework. Okay, I can just go ahead and cross multiply. It's 28 degrees. Okay, equals to 19 times sine of 113.85 degrees. And I divide both sides by sine 28 degrees to isolate C. Okay. So here I have 19 sine 113.85, hit enter, divide that by sine of 28, hit enter, and I end up with side C being 37.02. Okay, so I've got all 3 pieces there. Now I just go to the other side, and I'm going to do the same thing. So here I have that 141.85, and I'm going to add 28 to it, subtract that from 180, and I end up with angle C, in this case, being 10.15 degrees. Okay, so now I've got 2 of the 3. I just need to go ahead and solve for side C in this scenario with angle C being the 10.85. So I'm going to use the same established values that were there. Remember, these are given initially, so they're not dependent on the individual cases here. So over side C. Okay, same deal, cross multiply, and I end up with 19 times sine of 10.15 degrees. Okay, divide both sides by sine 28. Sine 28 degrees, and I end up with 19 sine 10.15 divided by sine 28, and we end up with C being equal to 7.13, and I've got all 3 of them. So 2 separate cases, 2 separate triangles, and it's only when you have side-side angle. Okay, hope that helps.